Ask Father for help. You persuade the head of the family to use his power as judge, to free Stefan and Nathan. You tell Stefan that the only way to get them out of this mess is with Father's help. No, Michael, Papa must not know about this. If he gets involved, we won't be able to avoid dishonor in the family. We reply that after this accident, disgrace is inevitable. All that remains is to try and minimize the damage. Leaving your brothers, you go upstairs to your father's office. What happened, Michael? You give father an account of the incident. He becomes more and more grim with every word you utter. Is this why I earned the judge's mantle? To get my own sons out of prison? I would have expected something like this from Nathan, but Stefan, I will not demean myself, so they can avoid their punishment. You argue that in this case, the damage to your family's reputation will be far greater. Stefan will be publicly deprived of his sword, and Nathan will be sentenced to hard labor on the streets. I hate to admit it, but you're right, son. I'll have to swallow my pride and plead the case to the prefect. Stefan is is his nephew after all. Father gets an audience with his superior, Elborna. He returns downhearted, but holding the prefect's order. Together you walk down to the dungeon and present the order to the gendarmes. Stefan Brante's sword is to be returned at once. He has not broken the law and must be freed. As for Nathan Brante, he will personally cover the damages Thing has sustained. This is no reason to keep a son of the noble family behind bars. Seeing the prefect's seal, the gendarme nods obediently and returns Stefan's sword. Father, I knew you'd come to the rescue. I haven't really done anything shameful. We will discuss this at home. Stefan sheaths his sword reverently as Nathan is let out of the cell. The bravo takes the younger by the scruff of his neck and pulls him to the door. Nathan staggers and shuffles along limply. The prefect is highly displeased with the indiscreet nepotism your father took advantage of. Unsavory rumors about the Brante family creep through Anisotti. Back home, father lectures Stefan. Your elder brother objects and blames Nathan for everything. From now on, there will be no more drinking bouts or other nocturnal exploits, Nathan. Who are those rocks you've befriended anyway? Stop shaming this family. If you are so worthless, at least let others go about their business in peace. Do you understand, you blockhead? Nathan remains silent, staring despondently somewhere above him. So he likes us a bit more. And Stefan likes us a bit more. Pavel likes us a bit less. And that's really not good. We have tarnished honor. Not even a modest position. That's not good. And unity. 6 again, disagreements, not peace. But manipulation is better. Now it's 10. Honey. Your most recent year of service at the prefecture has seen an increase in litigation and crimes against the church. More and more people are joining the ranks of the new faith in Anisotia. The movement began with destitute beggars who had nothing to lose, but for years now many well-off commoners and new nobles have been joining the fold. People say the leader of the new faith in Anisotia is Father Leonard, the abbot of the temple at the Silver Tree. The city's leaders would love to expel him, but he is too highly regarded by the common folk. Complaints and cases of defiance of one's lord keep pouring in. Every day somebody is reported by their neighbors for heresy. Many commoners adherents to the old faith fear that such flagrant defiance of the laws will usher in the promised wrath of the gods. However, you and other judges have no choice but to reject most of these cases. As a secular institution, the prefecture has no authority when it comes to crimes against faith. Only the church and the Inquisition have any say here. In the middle of another busy day, the prefecture office, the door suddenly swings open. A tall gendarme wearing an officer's uniform walks in. He takes off his helmet, adjusts his short, fair hair, and bows to you hastily. Captain Lina reporting, Your Honor. My boys finally caught Father Mark, the dreaded apostate heretic. The prefect told us to take him to you for judgment. You, bring him in. Two gendarmes bring in a short, stout man wearing a worn, dirty priest's cassock. Priests wear the sacred symbol of the twins, a cross within a circle, but this man does not. Forced to sit before you, this odd-looking priest, nonetheless strangely undisturbed by his rest, his eyes, curious and glimmering with life, study you intently. This is him, Father Mark in flesh. We caught him trying to preach that teaching of his, smack in the middle of drinking hall for lowborn in the Grey District. Some guy took offense and called the gendarmes, and we get there right away. Father Mark, you've heard the name ever since you were a child. His cult of rejection of the twins has expanded tenfold over the past several years, with nobles, commoners, and even our priests joining his flock. The Inquisition has hunted this heretical apostate for years, and Father Mark has always eluded capture until now. Some say he has powerful protectors. Here are statements from people at the establishment, Your Honor. You flip through pages of handwritten statements. Father Mark isn't just preaching, he's openly defying not only the laws but even the twins themselves. Father Mark teaches that the gods have neither design nor purpose for us, so we are under no obligation to serve them or prepare our souls for the hereafter. He put the papers away, ready to question the profane priest. What was the subject of his sermons? What was he trying to convince his listeners to do? Father Mark prefaces his answer with a dazzling smile. As a judge, it is your duty to enforce secular law. You know as well as I do that I have broken no such law. I am a priest, my friend, and the empire. Priests are allowed to preach. I was preaching the proper way to live one's worldly life, for this is the only existence we have. I told my listeners not to waste their lives serving those gods. The twins surely love us, but alas, their love violates us as much as their law. This entire world is proof of that. I see my words upset you, but I'm afraid you can't judge me guilty for that. Here's why. You see, mine is a priestly lot, if the judgment of a church is to be trusted, which means that only the Inquisition tribunal may find me guilty. So, you can hand me over to those black-clad thugs, but alas, you'll get absolutely nothing in return. The Inquisition wants to light their pyres in every corner of Anisote, and all they need for that is me. As soon as they get me, the Inquisitors will tell the prefecture to step aside and start enforcing the law themselves. Is that what you want, my friend? So, what are you to do with me? Well, let's think about it. As a secular judge, you can judge me guilty, but giving me to the Inquisition will weaken the prefecture. And so, my friend, everybody will be better off. if you just set me free. Trust an old philosopher. It's better for me, better for your prefect, and better for you as well. Surprisingly, the gendarme captain smiles knowingly at these words. He leans over and whispers a few words into your ear. You cannot help but notice the scars all over his neck. I say the old heretic's right, Joanna. If he still got the priestly lot, he is the Inquisition problem. It's too dangerous for prefecture to meddle in churchly affairs. Strictly between you and me, if reports I've been getting are to be trusted, this here Mark's been rubbing elbows with Patriarch Cassius himself. Letting go might get us on his good side, and your Patriarch's a very wealthy man. But suddenly the captain's voice trails off as the door to your office opens without warning. There is a young woman at the door, clothed in a black cassock, and bearing the telltale silver seal of the Inquisition. I am Sister Jan, Your Honor. I serve the Order of the Inquisition. That stern face, those piercing brown eyes, they seem somehow familiar. Of course, this is the young acolyte girl from the Temple of the Silver Tree, the one you saw during that school visit. She's Inquisitor now. Your man did well to track down and arrest Falmark. Splendid! We've been hunting this false preacher for a long time. As I'm sure you know, priests may not be judged by secular law, Your Honor. Mark has denigrated the twins and called for the people to reject them. He has broken his sacred vows and defied his laws. He will face the tribunal of the Inquisition for his transgressions. The man before you is a great threat to the people of Anizote, Judge Brante. His words lead people astray. His speeches doom them to eternal suffering at the foot of the pillar. Only the church knows the way to end his heresy. You will hand Father Mark over to me at once. Mr. John remains in the doorway, wordlessly refusing to leave the prefecture without the captured heretic. Gendarmes and the captain stand still, waiting your orders. Father Mark is lounging in the chair, enjoying himself and eyeing you curiously, waiting for a decision on this contentious situation. So we can't prosecute the case with the Inquisition because theology is not enough. But we can set him free. Father Mark has not violated an imperial law. If the Inquisition wants him so badly, they can catch him on their own, scheme and plan. Yeah, like we can do that. As well, we can hand him over to the Inquisition. The Inquisition ought to deal with Father Mark's heretical acts. Hand him over to Sister John. Or you can judge him. Imperial law exists for all estates, so you'll find a way to judge Father Mark guilty in a secular court. Choose, please. It's up to you.